Losing C. Lost Alpha. Friendly hardened system deployed. Friendly servers inbound. All locations maintained for losing Charlie.
How's it going, guys? Great Disciple back with another video, and we have some subscriber requests for help. Got 3 questions. They all kind of go together a little bit. The first one's with one of my subs named Gaming Legend. Here's what he says. Hey man, I just wanted to ask you how I should choose a playstyle. I started playing hardcore domination but switched to core for a little bit for the DLC. A while ago I used to use SMGs all the time in rush, but when I started playing hardcore I found that I really enjoyed playing slowly, taking my time, but at the same time I used to spawn trap and I got really high score streaks that I usually don't get now. Since I switched to core for a while, which playstyle should I use since core I'm not too confident? I know this is a long comment, but it would be awesome if you replied or made a video about this. Thanks. Then I got another question from Rage Hornet, and he asks, what is the best way to boost your skill in Call of Duty? And a few days back, I got a question from Darius Smith, another subscriber. Gray, this may sound cheesy or something, but can you train me or at least make a survival guide or something for Black Ops? I seem to only do good in like 1 out of every 5 games, and you're my favorite YouTuber. I appreciate that, Darius. So I just wanted to ask him to clarify exactly what he wanted, and he said this. He said, you know, tactics to get like higher streaks or flanks or plays against the opposite that I could do solo, because most of the time I carry the team but still do bad. Okay, it may seem crazy to you, but I feel like all 3 of these questions coincide with one another. And if you guys would like, I can break it all down for you on how to be better at Call of Duty. I'll give you some broad terms right now, broad rules that I go by and why my games are usually so good all the time, and I'm not being cocky about it. And then if you guys want me to expand, I will in further videos. So here we go. Number 1, and this speaks to all 3 of you guys. You have to pick your game mode. You have to pick one game mode that you are primarily going to play. I know that sounds pigeonholed, and you may not like that, but if you want to be good at the game, you've got to pick your mode. Me, I picked domination. Okay, that's what I like. I like the movement on the map in domination. I like the spawns on domination. I like the way people play on domination. I like the rule set. If you want to be domination, be domination. If you want to be team deathmatch, be team deathmatch, but you've got to pick. And I'll get into why here soon. Then you got to pick hardcore or core. You cannot be flip-flopping back and forth. And it's not that, you know, people can't do it, it's just it ruins your timing. This whole game, an online first-person shooter that's connection-based, is all on timing. You have to know what it takes to kill a guy, and jumping from core to hardcore back and forth, or jumping from any type of core to hardcore, like if you want to play hardcore domination and go play core safeguard, your timing is going to be all off, and it will take you on average 5 games to get your timing down. You know, going from having to shoot a guy once, maybe twice, to 5 to 7 times to kill him is a huge difference, okay? Then you got to pick your perks. And when I say pick your perks, I mean you pick your perks and you sit with those perks and you don't change those perks until you absolutely dominate every single game with the set of perks that you chose. And I'm going to get more into that too. Then you pick your streaks, and we don't deviate from these streaks. And you make sure that you pick streaks that you can get at least 3 times in a game. You don't run GI unit, RAPS, and Mothership if you can't even get a talent, okay? You run the streaks that you can get consistently in the game, and you run perks in order to get those streaks. And then you're going to pick 3 guns. 3 guns. That's all you get. You get 3 guns. You get a close range weapon, you get a mid-range weapon, and you get a ranged weapon. All 3 weapons will have the same perks, okay? And we'll get into that one too. Then you're going to memorize the spawns, because you're playing on the same game mode consistently, and you're doing it regularly, and you're monitoring, and you're learning those spawns. And the easiest way to learn spawns is you die, and when you come back to life and you respawn in, look at where you are. Look at the flags, look at your position, look at where your teammates are, memorize the spawn point.
Friendly UAV inbound.
Then you are going to play the game. And when I say you're going to play the game, I mean you're going to play that game an hour to 2 hours every single session, and you're going to play the same game mode on hardcore or core, and you're going to stay there, and you're going to keep on playing. And you're going to set your sensitivity on your gun low. Once you start with a 4-4, a 4 horizontal and a 4 vertical. And once you have mastered that sensitivity, if you feel you need to go a little bit higher, go up to a 5.5. I don't see any reason going higher than a 5.5. Because if you remember way back when I posted my first video on Thunderstruck Gaming, you should have a sensitivity to where you are hitting at least 25% of your shots. Because this game, again, is all about timing and it's all about reaction. And I don't care how fast you can turn on somebody if you can't hit them. Okay, so you want to be able to turn at such a speed that you can still hit the player. And my rule is this, is you must hit at least 25% of your shots. If you're not, then your sensitivity is too high, you need to lower it. There's a reason why all the way back in Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, the professionals played on a 2 sensitivity. A 2. A 2. Think about that. Because they didn't want to miss their shots. It's not about 180 drop shotting an opponent. It's about consistently lining up your shots, and when you have a very high sensitivity, it's difficult to get that reticle on somebody. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that. Those are my broad points. Now, what I plan on doing is this. I'm going to take each one of those and I'm going to break them down. I don't want the videos to go too long because I could talk about this for 30 minutes, okay? So take those broad and I'm going to extrapolate them one by one over the course of the next week or so, okay? Leave your comments down below and let me know which one's most important to you, and I'll try to line them up that way. Alright, you guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. As always, leave comments down below like I'm asking, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.